What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color playing as Ra. His name is Joe. His opponent today in the red color playing as Oranos. His name is Skady. The map is Painted Desert? Yes, the map is Painted Desert. Sometimes you can't tell. Painted Desert. And it's currently 1-1 for both these players. And Skady moving back into his Oranos here. And Joe's sticking with the Ra, sticking it out, realizing that, yeah, that was a game I probably should have vetoed, or he probably should have vetoed, but he didn't. And he's going to attempt to play some Ra against the Oranos here. I've been toying with some strategies here for Ra. And one of the ones that I don't think it's as good. I mean, there's a couple of things you can do on Extended Edition against Oranos to completely abuse Oranos, but on Voobly, there's a strategy you can do on these maps where it's kind of, oh my god, I take it all back. This is an amazing map for Joe. You don't have to do anything too cheesy, but there is a cheese you can pull off with Ra. It works with Set as well, but it's better with Ra in that you throw down an armory basically in range of one of their units so that they think you're going heroic age. You put 2 barracks next to your town center or hidden, and then you make spearmen and you get a bunch of spearmen out and you get Skin of the Rhino out, and then you can hit this town center at I want to say it's 8 minutes, but it could be 9 minutes with a villager rush and about 15 to 20 spearmen. It's an insta kill the town center because it's low HP, and then go from there. Pretty strong, but we'll see what Joe's going to do. With this town center here that he's already scouted, wouldn't be surprised to see him just rush Classical Age, take the town center, take these Gazelle nice and happily, and then gold mine, farms, and be really, really happy with himself. And then with a really fast Mythic Age time as well. But we'll see what happens. The house is coming up to defend the gold mine. It's a back gold mine, nice and safe. It is pretty easy for Skady to run around this side and then around the back and hit the Ra's gold mine. But we'll see if that happens. Meanwhile, the Rhino just about to finish here. There was only 700 food on his starting location, so it's not enough to advance, even with a 334 advance time, which obviously Joe is not going for. Is it enough? Well, he might be close. If he cuts the next villager, maybe? Nah, I think you need 800. Yeah. So he's going to have to move forward. He's going to eat the rhinoceros at the front, actually, which is smart instead of going over to the gazelle. Save those. Meanwhile, Skady going for a 4-minute advance. Did he get hunting dogs? No hunting dogs for Skady. So he's going to be able to push this pretty hard, and Joe's not clicked advance yet because it's the poor Rhino start. One of the disadvantages to playing Ra, one of the advantages to playing Set actually, is that any map you're going to be able to advance at the 4-minute mark because your priest can grab yourself a easy hunt with his conversion to come to your home base. But more houses coming up. The oracle's looking like they're eyeing off this side location here. Tile coming through. 4:30 advance time. Relic in the arms. Ship of the fingernails. A little bit of extra food to help out with. And I do wonder what Joe's going to do against this. I don't think that this attack here from Skady is going to be well thought out. It's kind of a waste of... Ooh, he's just going to get the... wooden wall segment coming up, but he does go for the Valor. But again, Skin of the Rhino just comes through. You just click that up in the town center. Does he have a monument? He's got a monument, so he's got the favor. This is not going to do anything, and you lose out on the hero citizen. We're going double counter barracks here for Skady. And the house may go down, but then the Pharaoh will be able to defend the tower, and then another wall segment goes up. Will Joe remember to build houses this game is the question. He's been neglecting houses. I think it's one of his... I think this is by choice. He's realizing he can get a little bit more economy, and it's a waste to get the houses up too early. But he's been getting bitten in the bum by it, at least in the last game. Now moving over onto this town center. These villagers have Skin of the Rhino. They do not. We're making 1 priest. The village is moving over onto the goat here. So the town center will go up, and the rhino is finished. The oracles see the town center coming up. Priest fighting. We see one granary. Nice ghost building there to prevent these from coming in. And the oracle does fall before the priest turns around and has to fight. And these units will all fall. We do see there's some Terma coming in. They're going around the wrong way. Looks like this town center will come up, no problems. Even with the Terma to help out. And 2 oracle heroes already down. House is trying to come back up now. This one going to grab and protect the town center, or the gold mine. There's a shockwave coming through, but I'm not sure exactly what the purpose of it was. It delays a little bit, but you lose the Terma anyway, so not the best of shockwaves. I think it would have been better to try and hit the gold mine and shockwave a villager out and get us around on that with the oracles early. And Skady just taps out. These are some highly competitive games. Skady's just like, yeah, all right, you win, GG. Not even going to try. The cheese, Skady, the cheese. This is not how you do this. Oh, dearie me. Well played by Joe, I guess. I mean, he didn't really do anything. But going up 2-1, match point. If you guys are in the YouTubes, this is probably going to be tied into game number 4. So I'll see you in game number 4. And if you're on the Twitch, give me a follow. I'll see you guys soon. What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyt, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map. Kind of the bottom of the map, in the right side of the map, in the blue color, playing as Ra. His name is Joe. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Isis. His name is Skady. This guy's a madman. Taking Isis against Joe. This is game number 4 of this best of 5 for the best of the best tournament hosted by Shelty. And it's been a series so far. Seen some wild games with very, very aggressive play from Skady, to be fair. Looks like he's really enjoying that style. But decided to go with Isis. Isis back in I don't know, let's just say a number, 2007, why not, was considered the strongest, the easiest, and the best god in Age of Titans. She has since fallen from said throne, no longer even considered a top god, no longer considered competitively viable, but one of her strongest matchups back in the day was her the Isis versus Ra matchup. And the reason for that was because Ancestors and Clips timing pushes were really hard to defend. The big difference nowadays is that players have gotten adept at defending against those sorts of timing pushes. They realize it's coming, they prepare for it, they defend it, and if it doesn't work out, the Isis player just falls behind on economy. And we'll see what happens here for Ra. I'm incredibly interested to see how Joe plays this because it's definitely one of the matchups which I don't enjoy playing too much as Ra on the Titans. There's a couple of options for the Isis. They don't have to go for a timing push. You can threaten the timing push other ways. Like you can go for 3 town centers here as Isis. Like you don't have to go for 1 town center fast heroic, Chariot Archer, Scorpion Man, Siege Tower push with Ancestors. You can go for 3 town centers and boom this game out. And then go Osiris and do your stuff that way and try and win with a strong push in Osiris or something like that. Or even a Thoth, crazy Thoth timing push is possible, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. But we'll see. We got Joe already eating this hunt. He's left his boar in his base. And that's a good choice there. And we'll see what Skady's going to do. He's grabbing some wood over here. He's unfortunate boar spawn on the other side of the trees. I wonder if you could get that to come over to this side by shooting it. Maybe. And we do see an obelisk coming up for Skady, getting good scouting. I think that there's no world in which Skady can do a priest push off of this hunt. It's not going to be hitting early enough. There's no point in doing that. We see the Monument to the Village coming down, going after these berries. Surprised he doesn't just try and go after these, but This thing here. There's a goat over here that's been missed. Feels bad, man. Still haven't seen the relics. Where are the relics? Oh, they're both holding them? This one? What's this one do? Staff of Dionysus, you've already got enough food. What is this one? Cathara of Apollo is good as well. Both of these relics are really good villager relics. The Cathara of Apollo really gives the villagers a big bonus. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Probably should do the numbers. But Cathara of Apollo helps out with farms. It's going to help out with the wood chopping. It's going to help out with grabbing these caribou, etc., etc., etc. And there's the caribous dying, and they're all going to be finished. Do we see an advance time just yet from either player? We do not. I would be surprised if we don't see a second talent center here, given this gold mine. And this is the difficult part now for the ISIS, for Skady. The gold mine here is incredible for Joe, because he's going to have a talent center close to it. If you have a talent center close to a gold mine, it means you can make mercenary cavalry out of it in order to defend it. So there's no shot here that Skady goes for a timing push. I expect him to grab at least one town center, if not two town centers. He's got 9 goat, maybe prosperity and try and get onto the rain, or prosperity to get the 3 town centers out and try and outboom a little bit. We've already got Joe moving goats over here preemptively, so obviously wants to get that town center there. Villagers happily mining away here. He's just about to get the 400 food. As you can see, it's coming through. Villagers coming over here to get this town center up. Some walls, random walls coming over onto here for Skady nice and early, but I think he's wishful thinking to deny this gold mine as well. It's also kind of close to the town center. Rocks can easily fly villagers over here if he sees the wall. And the talent center will be coming up. We see no armories just yet, no Shadoof just yet. There is the ball here. How's Joe's wood situation? 100 wood here for Joe. And bars coming in. Villagers coming off the gold. Armory going up. Villagers coming over here, it looks like. I'm surprised to see him not go for this, honestly, because this is close to a gold mine as well. This town center close to nothing. Oh, maybe close to the wood. This town center is close to wood as well. Peculiar choice. Not going to lie. Peculiar choice. He leaves his gold mine in his base. So he gets this gold mine to get eaten just a little bit early, but a peculiar choice. Oh no, he's going one town center. He's going for the ball. Okay. Fair enough. Less of a peculiar choice. But this is incredibly all in for Skady. Town center's up for Joe. He's probably going to be able to get heroic age by 8:30ish with a rain. Shadoof coming through for Joe. So that's going to be cheap farms. Pharaoh coming over to empower the mining camp. You get a little bit more gold economy to make those farms. Rain will come through. We'll see if he gets the rain timing. I think the rain timing is like 6:45. You want to kind of cast rain to block prosperity. How's the food situation for Skady? Yeah, it's roughly about now. If Skady had a better map, he would have been advancing for sure. The armory's up. And there's the rain. See, perfect timing-ish for, almost perfect timing there for Joe to block the prosperity. And that's huge because you can't cast prosperity when the rain's finished, because you're going to be Nephthys. And you're going to need villagers to build the Migdol. So you have to cast the prosperity a little bit later. And we'll see what Joe's going to do. But basically, maybe a Migdol stronghold back in, nice and defensive or something like that. Siege works. And siege works. 2 siege works to block any sort of incoming siege towers. And then you just go like mass cavalry with some chariot archers. And you're in a good position. I'm surprised to see Joe not advanced yet. How many farms did he go? 5? He's got 13 farms, so he should have been advancing by now. Maybe just an unfortunate map. Yeah, he's short on everything here. Not sure what's going on there. It's going to be a 9-minute advance time for Joe, I think. Wadget over here, checking things out. Sphinx coming in to try and kill some stuff. Villagers moving forward. Maybe he can get a a Migdol here. You Ancestors Eclipse Migdol? Do you ever do that? Maybe? Nephthys comes through for Skady. I don't mind it's 8 farms, and he does. Ancestors Eclipse, a Migdol Stronghold in the face of Joe. He's got some houses coming over here. You could put some granaries or something around this gold mine to block that one in. The Ancestors going after the Pharaoh, going after the Wadjet. The Sphinx looking for something to do. These Ancestors need to attack the villages. Probably should keep them back. Just a couple of them keep them back. Because like you're just going to be pushing off resources anyways. And now Skady's going to start getting some more units. And these villagers go back to work straight away. You're getting less damage done. But the Migdol's here. He's going to deny a couple of these farms here. Siege Works coming up and going for this mine. Go for this gold mine, you goober. Aye. And Pharaoh should be empowering the Siege Works, but the damage has been done. A good amount of damage here. Skady's hit the Heroic Age through Hathor. Migdol Stronghold coming up. 900 gold in the bank. A couple of villages do get picked off, though, so that's very nice for Skady. Very bad for Joe. See a market coming up instantly for Joe. Obviously needs to think about trading some wood or something like that. Now the problem here for Skady is how does he push through now? He's got to deal with the Patsuchos. He's got the Pharaoh. He's got the priest. This Pharaoh didn't put the relic back into the temple. Feels bad. Still has prosperity to use, and a monument to the soldiers coming up to defend this position here. Now the chariot's moving forward. Going to attempt to pick some of these off, but Joe's micro is good. He's going to use the Patsuchos to attack the chariots. There's the prosperity villagers onto this location. Some walls coming up. Still not making any siege towers. There's just not enough villagers on wood, I think. Doesn't have hand axe on. No. Hand axe is vitally important. It's such a big boost. It says 10%, but the effective boost is much bigger than that. If I recall correctly, it's something like 15%. Can't remember exactly. Now we're making cavalry as well. That's not what you want to see. Still no siege towers. I mean, I guess he's just thinking he can hold until Joe needs gold. Hold until Joe needs gold. Sphinx chilling over here. Going to have an eye on this. Probably get this bit of patrol between these two, but not happening. Jared Archer's looking for some raids now. Skady still just pumping units out. Got a siege tower. Got an elephant for Joe. Now the gold mine's just about to expire. We see more walls coming through for Skady to hold on. And there's the locust. Not the best, not the worst. A very average locust here. I hate it when these sorts of locusts do damage. I hate it. 5 villager kills? But only 5. So if you compare that to what Skady's Ancestors Eclipse, that was 2 god powers, but that was idle time and plus a couple of villager kills for much longer. So I think Skady will be happy with that one. But he needs to pick off this Patsuchos with these priests. He's not doing it. Villagers coming over here. Jumping onto this location here. Looks like the Migdol Stronghold not targeting down anything. Skin of the Rhino villagers helping fight this one. Pharaoh in the back doing a lot of damage. Finally, priests starting to target down the Patsuchos, but they don't do a lot of damage without funeral rites. I don't think he's got it. He doesn't have it. So these Patsuchos doing so much damage. Siege towers coming in. Villagers trying to push the siege towers back. The villagers able to take down a lot of these chariot archers here as well. The rock coming over here. Looks like the chariot archers trying to target down the priest. One Patsuchos has fallen. This Pharaoh over here doing some good defense, but targeting down a siege tower, only doing 1 damage to that one. Both of those siege towers have fallen, but the Migdol Stronghold goes down. The villagers take it down. The villagers can retreat, and that is game as Skady taps out at the 11-minute, 57-second mark. GG. Well played by Joe to push through here as Skady not able to get this to work out. I feel like what Skady probably should have done is Migdol Stronghold and then siege works while the Ancestors were going down on this location. Instead of going over here, stay here, get as much damage onto this town center done with the Ancestors Eclipse as you possibly can, and then make immediate siege towers with chariot archers. less villagers on food. You only need 5 villagers on food, the rest on wood, and you got to go for the all-in. You got to go for it in this situation here. But Skady doesn't do it. Joe takes the game, takes the match. If you guys enjoyed this series, please consider hitting the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.